Sup guys, it's Thane Kosh, and today we are taking a look at the Awakened Thane. So for the starters, he was already nerfed in this hotfix on the test server, so before that he could destroy the whole ice team by himself, which is I think not supposed to happen. So yeah, things might change for him a little bit more in the future, but for now let's take a look what he can do. So right, let's start with his ultimate, Wind's Edge. Thane uses his blade to eviscerate his targets, stunning them temporarily and slashing them 4 times, with each slash dealing 350% of his attack rating as damage. If the target dies or cannot be targeted by Thane slashes, the following slashes deal damage to all enemies. Wind's Edge targets enemy heroes first. At level 2, if the enemy's target remaining shield value is lower than 2000% of Thane's attack rating, after the suffer from Wind's Edge slashes, the target shield is removed. Nice. After using Wind's Edge, the following 6 normal attacks deal additional damage equal to 10% of the health already lost by the target. Additional damage cannot exceed 600% of Thane's attack rating. So if this ultimate will finish off an enemy, all enemies will take damage. That's pretty crazy, guys. That's pretty OP, and 4 times 350, 1.5k% damage. That's pretty good. Alright, let's move on. Next one, Dueling Blades. Thane locks onto a target, swinging his sword, dealing 280% of attack rating damage to nearby targets and manifesting a wind vortex. Excluding the locked-on target, other enemies are knocked outside of the wind vortex. When within the wind vortex, Thane's haste is increased by 30 points and the enemy cannot dodge his attacks. The wind vortex exists for 12 seconds or until Thane leaves the area. Thane will not use the skill again while a wind vortex still exists. After using Wind's Edge or Wind's Fury, the cooldown time for Dueling Blades shall be reset. Wind's Edge or Wind's Fury, so ultimate or this skill on the right. At level 2, whenever Wind Vortex is formed or disappears, the majority of debuff effects affecting the allies are removed. If the Awakening skill Wind Veil is in effect, allies within range are granted 1 Wind Veil layers. The quantity of Wind Veil layers cannot exceed 8. Nice. Damage received from enemies outside the Wind Vortex is reduced by 60%. The Thane is also immune to the control effect. Alright, he is OP. I already can see that right now. Because this one is really crazy, Wind Veil. We'll get to that after all the skills. That's insane, guys. And yeah, Dueling Blades is being upgraded by the Furniture. That's basically the Furniture spell skills. Now, Maelstrom, signature item skill. When passively used, Thane's normal attack deal 120% of his attack rating as additional wind damage to the target. When actively used, Thane swings his sword 3 times, dealing 240% attack rating damage per time. Following the attack, wind sweeps the area in front, dealing 200% attack rating damage 3 times to enemies within range. What the hell, so much? That's a DPS right here. That's crazy, guys. Let's read the next levels. Additional wind damage of normal attacks is increased to 160% of Thane's attack rating after suffering from Maelstrom. Enemies suffer from wind shear for 10 seconds. If enemy's health is also greater than 70%, they shall be unable to recover health. Whew. This effect cannot be removed. Oh, wow. Damage dealt by the sweeping wind is increased to 240% of his attack rating, and at level 5, the maximum signature item, the percentage of health at which enemy affected by wind shear cannot recover health is lowered to 5%. What? And can be lowered to 30% at most. So every time this skill is being used, the enemy's max health basically that they can have is being lowered. Moreover, passively it gives additional attack to his normal attacks. Actively, 3 attacks times 240, I think it's even higher. I don't know, that's crazy damage right here. I don't even want to calculate, it's crazy. So it's 720% per swing attacks, and for this one as well, double to, that's 1.4k damage here as well. So we have this one that gives 1 point something k, this one gives 1 point something k, and then we have the Winds of Fury. At the start of battle, Thane instantly moves in front of the enemy with the lowest health value, dealing 320 attack rating damage to them, knocking them into the air. Thane receives a shield with a value equal to 240% of his attack rating, which exists for 8 seconds. And if an enemy dies 5 seconds after receiving the damage from Thane, the Thane will use Winds of Fury again, so you can get chain damage on him. After using Winds of Fury, Thane's energy recovery rate is increased by 60% for 15 seconds. This effect cannot be stacked. If the skill Wind Veil is active, Thane will receive 2 wind layers, and that cannot exceed 8 layers. Don't forget, this is the engraving skill here. And guys, the skills are awesome. That sounds really powerful. Wind Veil, the passive, that's the ultimate awaken skill. At the start of the battle, Thane will receive 5 layers of Wind Veil, and other allies receive 3 layers. Each Wind Veil layer increase attack rating by 5% and crit damage amplification points by 3. When under the effects of Wind Veil, if allied heroes receive damage from a single attack that exceeds 20% of their max health, they shall lose 1 Wind Veil layer, reducing the damage of that attack by 50% simultaneously. Wind damage equal to 220% of Thane's attack rating is dealt back at the attacking source, and the target is silenced for 1.5 seconds. 1 Wind Veil layer shall be automatically disappear every 8 seconds. So this is kinda the shield that's lower the incoming damage, that also buffs you up, and that's doing damage to the enemies when they hit you. That is, oh my god, that's OP, that's crazy, guys. No point actually looking at the signature item here, because that will give you just additional stats and the skill bonuses for the skills that we already took a look at. Same goes with the furniture. Oh my god, Brutus, what are you doing here? Same going for the furniture, guys. Nothing crazy here, just stats and engravings as well. Let's actually take a look at the engravings. I want to see what stats does he have here. He have 19 haste. 19 haste over here. I'm talking about other skills, they are kinda good, but that's a lot of haste, and there is a critical as well, and together with all his skills, that should be pretty crazy, guys. Wow, alright, that sounds a little bit overpowered if you ask me, but we gotta test him out. Alright, Arena of Trials. So first of all, let's go and take a look at his skills, how they look like, and then we'll move on to the combat testing, then we'll talk about the teams and everything. So for now, let's see how the skills look like. So there we go, we're entering the battle on auto, and he should be able to destroy all enemies. Okay, 5 seconds, if that thing will die, he will use the skill again. No, oh my god. What a damage here, guys. What a damage. There we go, the awakened skill. They're all just dead. Oh my god. That is so good. I mean, alright, we can't really see anything here because everybody dies really fast. Poor fellas. Alright, no point testing him here because everybody dies really fast, so let's go and try to use him in some teams in the Arena of Trials. Oh, looks awesome. So right, let's give him some support over here. Let's give him some tanking. Let's prevent enemies from doing stuff by placing those guys. That should be really easy to do. Alright, Wind Veils and stuff. Let's go. How do we see the stacks? Ah, there it is at top of the guys. 5, 3 and so on. And honestly, like, guys, I think that Thane is really OP. Like, I don't even want to take a look at this, but yeah, they all got instantly destroyed. Nobody took any excessive damage, and Thane destroyed 4 enemies out of 5. Wow, the damage here is crazy. Let's at least try to compare him with other damage dealers. We have Odin here, so we will try to actually compare his damage to Odin. I think that won't work. I think Thane will over damage everyone here, so let's see. Oh my god, they kill enemy on the spot. That's insane. Yeah, they don't really stand a chance. So far, none of our guys used an ultimate yet. Odin did. Thane will use one right now. Damn, animation. Looks good. And all enemies are dead. Obviously, that wasn't that hard. And in the damage output, he did twice as more as Odin did. So, in terms of damage, I think he can be rivaled by anyone so far. Who is our best damage dealer in the game? There we go, the last team. Maybe here we will have someone who can do plenty of damage. Let's try to use Entandra and this lady. Maybe they will be able to deliver the damage that will help us to compete with Thane in some way, but probably not. Probably Thane will just decimate everyone. This is the team that we will use. I am pretty sure that his oh my god, the enemy Thane dodged out Thane's damage, but he got killed. Oh my. Damage output, guys. Yeah, and every time he will use the skill, he will get more layers of those veils. Look at that, 5, 4, all that stuff on our heroes. They are really gaining the power buff for this, doing more damage, destroying the enemies. Although Hodgkin is taking quite a damage here. Ace is the last girl standing. Still alive. Not for long, I guess. There we go. Almost done. There is a chance that since the enemies were evasive, our guys will be able to do more damage than Thane. Alright, what's this? So the fight got corrupted somehow. That's interesting. Let's try again. Leave here with you. I'm sorry, guys, we have no way to figure out this fight. It's broken. What the hell? Let's try the different one. Should be the same team, right? Let's try the different team with the same Thane team. My god, he's an assassin. Oh my god, he's destroying the weakest enemy basically and doing it without any significant issues. Look at it, we decimated the enemy, no problem. And this one worked. And we got still no one is even close to Thane in terms of the damage. So I think he probably won't be rivaled. Let's try some meta teams here in the guild trials. Low level deficit, not that much of a difference. I wanna see how he will perform in Ain's team. Like, can he do more damage than Ain's? That's really curious, since the team is properly tuned for Ain's, not for Thane. So he might be the one who will get into the meta team actually, because his damage, his veil skill that kind of blocks the damage from enemies, you know, it might be worth it. Ain's ultimate going in. The thing that he lacks is AoE though. So lack of AoE might be the problem for him. He did half of the Ain's damage. That's not that bad. So for AoE, Ain's will be the good, but for single target, I think Thane will be the king of damage from now on. What do we have here? Raku, the king of single target. Not really, but... So let's go Raku team. The first one, we have enemy hero who will kind of rewind the time. So we will just keep it all together and we will go for manual on the second fight to see if Raku can outperform Thane's damage. Because, like, yeah, the enemy damage here is pretty crazy. Alright, let's go. So Thane goes in to Faust straight away. Ultimate from Thane. Taking out Lucius, nice. Raku's ultimate, we won't use it right now, I think, because we will stun enemies. Another Thane ultimate, let's go. His Trilda is down. They're all dead. Wait, they're all dead already. So enemies got killed by the time Raku managed to save up enough to do an ultimate. And the damage output of Raku is still lower than Thane's. I'm hyped. Here it doesn't matter because it's a charm team. So in the charm team, Thane will be the most damage dealer for sure. Lucretia team. Now that will be curious. I think Lucretia will take over here because of her AoE and like how this team works. So he won't be better than Lucretia and Ain's, I think, but he will be right after them in my opinion. So all that damage comparison. What? He over DPS Lucretia in 5 pull. What the hell, guys? That was extremely unexpected. So he managed to over DPS Lucretia in this fight. Now, this is interesting. This is interesting, guys. I didn't expect that. That's curious. Team fight. Graveborn team here. I want to place him here. So, yeah, he should be the top here. Obviously, there are no crazy damage dealers here. Only Odin, but we already saw how Odin is losing to him. Look at that! Look at that over here. He's kinda lowering the enemy's max health. That blue thing is when the heroes won't regenerate health anymore. So on the single target he will be even crazier. I really wanna see how it will go in the harder fights. So many skills, we can prevail on most of us. Enemies are being killed. 2 kills already on Odin. I think Odin might be the good. I'm curious. Let's see the damage output here. Bam. No, Odin is still not as good as Awakened Thane. So Awakened Thane is the king of damage, kinda. Single target one. I think I really want to compare him. Can we do that? Can we compare him on the boss fights? Let's leave the guild trials. Nothing to do here. Well, let's finish the last fight as well. I'm getting this mistake again. Verify battle data. Something is broken. Can't finish this. But we saw what we needed to see, right? That he's really good. Now I want to test him in the guild fights. Like, I'm curious how he will perform in terms of the boss damage, because he might be really, really good. Free for 3 days. Let's go. So what do we have? We have Thane, yes, and how good he is. I think you have the full furniture and full signature item. That would be good. 3 stars, there we go. Yeah, full furniture, full signature item. Not sure. Yeah, he have only level 2 engraving. So he doesn't have the full Winds of Fury, but that's not that important, I think. That will be enough for us to test him. So, Riz. For Riz I'm doing 14 billion. Let's actually do another fight. 14 billion damage. So we challenge him, and I think I used Mercenary. So let's use Our Lady. Where is she? Oh, Scarlet isn't ready for action. So it was 14 billion last time, so should be kinda the same. If he will go higher, that will be really good. The team isn't perfect, yeah. I just want to see how he is in terms of the boss fights anyway, so... let's go. Can he go closer to that amount? Probably shouldn't be the crazy damage dealer for the bosses, but he is doing a good job already. 2 billion, what the hell? Don't tell me he will outperform Scarlet on the boss fights, because his single damage should be really crazy, guys. No way, look at this. And you won't have the risk of your guys taking damage. I don't know. He will definitely be useful for the curse round, that's for sure. With that single target damage, with that crazy damage, with his performance, he will definitely be the one for the curse round, that's for sure. Also, he's protecting allies and backing the whole team for the damage. Keep it in mind. Alright, I'm curious. So that was 40 billion for us. If that one can go beyond that, we're good. We should be able to go beyond that. Too many ultimate, by the way. 14 billion right here and 17 seconds left. So that should be something like maybe even more than 20 billion. I don't know. Let's see. And he's not fully built yet, by the way. He doesn't have the full signature item and full engravings. Come on, a little bit more. 18 billion. No, but close. No, but close. Look at his damage on the boss, guys. 10 billion right here for test hero. That's unexpected, specifically since our guys here aren't that high. And specifically that he doesn't have an artifact. And if you would get an artifact, like the one for Lucretia, for example, for every hit, that would be really crazy, I think, because he's doing crazy damage. Crazy fast attacks, and I don't know. So overall, his damage on this boss was really good. What do we have for the Twisted Realm today? Ice Chimera, nice try. Sadly, I think I'm not sure that he will fit. Let's try replacing this guy with him. So let's give it a try. I don't know how it will work. Once again, that's without the artifact, so it's not perfect condition. I think you won't overperform the normal team here. Kinda. For this fight. But overall, I really like his boss performance. It's really fun. I didn't expect him to do that well. And we can also take a look at the top teams. If he will be in the top teams, that means that he's pretty good for the bosses, for the Twisted Realm or Cursed Realm. So let's finish this one and see the top results. The top guys know the team, right? Yeah, those animations are taking a while, so I might need to turn those off in the menu because, like, yeah, they make fights way longer. Shimira killed us, and we can't verify the game battle data again. What the hell? But the result for us was really good. It wasn't perfect. It wasn't like destroying the enemies, right? Because the top teams are still the top teams, but he can be useful at some boss fights. He won't replace Scarlet, but I'm pretty sure that he will be really useful in the Cursed Realm. With his damage output, with his buffs, with his team composition, he will definitely be useful over there. As for the campaign and the meta teams, not really sure about that. Let's give it a try. How high are we in the deficit for now? Not really high, we're actually below. Let's build a team around him, so we'll get the right team and see how he will perform at the normal campaign levels. He will destroy everyone, so row 1 for the support. Who else do we need for... I mean, he's just a damage dealer, he can fit any team, so we'll talk about the teams now. He can fit any team with his skill set really nicely. Damage dealer, why not? So you can build anyone you want around him, buffing him up, using his buffs for your damage dealers as well, so he can be like an off carry, kinda. So yeah, Ain's probably not. And guys, we have to move to the BlueStacks interface because something went wrong and my memory card was full. So, what kind of team we can get for Thane? Honestly, I think that the best option would be getting something like Lightbearer team for him, because that will give him perfection bonus. But he can fit in any team right now because he is that good. He's so flexible and can fit any team because of his bonuses and all that. The Veil is really good for most teams. But yeah, let's just build some, I don't know, put this guy. Why the hell not? He's a tank after all, right? So let's see how that one will go. The enemy team is kind of the same power as ours, so I'm pretty sure they will be destroyed instantly. Instantly decimated. Yeah, this is not the proper place for testing him out, so I don't even want to go through the campaign with him because enemies will be decimated. His damage output is actually pretty good. So I just built Scarlet fully, and the damage is kind of the same. So he's a really good damage dealer, I can tell you that. As for his role in the meta teams, I personally can't tell you that he will... That's a nice loot right here. I personally can't tell you if he will find his spot in the meta teams, but probably he will, if you will be able to build him up. Alright, let's go and talk about his skill sets. Well, not skill set, but artifacts, what artifacts he can use. So he's agility based here. Where is my normal thing? He doesn't have that ability, rip. So what are the best artifacts for him? From the normal ones, will be the best one. I'm pretty sure about that. That no-brainer. Shroud of Verdure, probably not that much, because that won't allow him to be more... Because that will allow him to be more tough, but he doesn't need that. He is already pretty hard to kill. But in any case, that might be one of the options. And the best one will be Burden Longbow, I think, because he is doing so many attacks, all those combos and all that. Probably that will benefit most of that. If not, Dual Divinity, because he is on the enemy side of the battlefield so often that will therefore be worth it. Moreover, all those artifacts, like the buffs that he's getting, will be useful for his first hit, and that will also buff his damage quite a lot. So the main question, should you summon him through the temple of whatever, through the time temple of time? My opinion, out of all the heroes that's available right now, like, I personally think that he's the strongest, because his damage output is insane, guys. It's crazy. I mean, yeah, I'm surprised by how good he is. But for the free-to-play players who don't spend a lot of money, for the like Dolphin donation players, I suggest still saving those up. So if you're not really wailing in for time emblems, I suggest you save those up before you will be dead for sure that the hero that you want to go for is the one that will change your game, because otherwise you will be left with a hero that you don't really need that much, and you spent all your time emblems for that, and it will be really hard to get those time emblems. So yeah, don't spend those right now unless you are 100% sure that that's a good hero for you. So yeah guys, that's basically everything I can tell you now about the Thane, because we need extensive testing, but I really think that this guy will take his spot on the meta team somewhere. He will definitely be useful for the Cursed Realm. The problem is that getting him is really hard, so I don't know how you can handle that as a free-to-play. Probably you will be drooling on him like I do, like, oh, good hero, yeah, but nothing we can do about that. So for the whales, probably yes. If you are, like, if I send heroes for you, like, should I build him or not, I'm not sure. I can get a few of those. Yes, you should go for him. If you are free to play, wait before the info will be available on how good he is. And yeah, don't forget to check the pinned comment and the video description for the links. Write in your comments what do you think about this hero, about Awakened Thane. Do you expect him to be that strong? While you go into the comments, don't forget to like the video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. In the links you can find the Discord link that you would like to join, because we have a lot of stuff going here for AFK Arena specifically, and for other channels. We have guide and leaks that kinda posts the stuff that's coming up to AFK Arena that's not confirmed and doesn't worth the video. Moreover, you can also follow this channel to your own Discord, and your friends will know stuff from here as well. And yeah guys, I think that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. That's about it for now. Yeah. Kosh out. Have a good one. Bye.